Alright guys, how you going? It's your boy MagMa, and so today we're gonna be doing another building my Deathrun. I plan to be finishing it off in this video, so I'll be completely going through it. Plus in the last video, it took a decent amount of time actually going through the levels, so as you can see there's a lot of building going on, and a decent amount of this is like a practice I made, basically replicating the scissors Deathrun because I needed to practice that, so I pretty much made it in my own world. Hold up, I need to make sure if I delete this, let me just back up in case, because I need to make sure that if I do delete stuff and I accidentally delete a level, that it doesn't cock me. Okay, so that's that. Shouldn't have deleted a level. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. So now that that's dealt with and I've removed that, we have a lot more space now. So anyways, off stream I went ahead and completed this level, so you get, what do you get? So you get one of them, three of them, you just go ahead, you use that, go up. Through this there's two paths, so keep that in mind for when I release the official video on the map. I'm probably going to add this here a little bit more challenging than just having to run across it. Then you go up here, you got to jump that. If you don't have enough speed, you have to, you can't jump this, like it's physically impossible to jump it without having extra speed, and then you'll go into this. You've got to go ahead, you don't have to, but I suggest baiting these, and then you throw down your ice, you glide down, and then you've got to do a very difficult jump to over there. You got to get it pretty perfect. B hop to this one, B hop again, and then you'll like land here, and you've got to sort of glide a little bit on the ice and then jump at the very end. I want to make a unique way to like sort of do a level so there's two options, but one is much faster but harder, and then the other one's obviously still hard but a bit slower. So you got to jump in here, right? You've got to keep on sprinting to avoid that trap, and then you've got to also bait that trap. Then you've got to ice bait that. Hold up, let me there, and then you've got to bait it again. But if you don't, I think it is possible to recover yourself and then to try and do it. I think, let me test, because I think it is possible, unlike with the other one. And then yeah, and then you can land up here and sort of be safe. So if you do screw up the second one, it is possible to recover, but it's a bit harder. And then this is a bit weird, but as I said, I wanted to make it hard. You've got to sort of jump, and then so you've got to go as far back on this as possible, and then jump, and then hold left as you're going in to be able to make it through there. So it's a very tight squeeze, and very difficult, but that's what I've got for this part. So this is, and then this will be the end, and then depending on wherever the actual level ends, I'll just have speed pads going to it. Also guys, I do have a secret room in the map. It's already in the map, so you know it's like, you know, this level or before. And it's a secret room, and it's got the infinity blade in it, the sword. And so if you find that in the real map, you can go ahead, and if you retrieve it, I'm thinking of like, you know, what cash prizes I want to do right now. I think I might just have a simple $5 or $10 prize for whoever can find the secret room and get it. By the way, just want to say this now, it is not under a like trap or anything, like it's not something stupid like that, but it is a bit hidden. But just keep in mind, think of anywhere in the map where there's sort of two paths you can go, but it's not this one, note that. So I'll trial and error with these maps, you know. So we'll see, is this jump possible just off the thing? And then if it is, make it further until it's not, and then see if the jumps I double tap space. And then if it's not, see if it's possible with the momentum. So I think that's not just possible, but I'll just scoot it a tiny bit across. Bro, I don't know why that happens as well. Where the death barriers don't work. I think it's like right after you place them, they just don't. So you have to make it dead onto that corner. Damn, is that possible? If that's possible, and I do this even once. And then make that jump. What if we made this jump even harder though? And we made it so that you had to jump on this side. Yep. There we go. Ready. Okay. Well, I'm shit. It was held up by one platform and I deleted that platform because I was trying to delete the item spawner. But it's okay, because I... One... So I reckon that's possible if we hit the dead corner of full speed. No, not even close. I still believe that's possible. That was like very close to the corner, but it wasn't dead on it. Second part so far. So off the bounce pad, you got to pretty much hit dead on the corner. That's good, and then from there you'll be able to make that. However, from there you still need to do another thing. You can't just instantly go. You need to then go back down, hit the corner again to be able to make this jump. Yep, only just made it, as you can see. And we can make that one pretty easily. I think we can maybe move that a bit across. And then we hit this one. Got to go ahead and hit it again. Oh. Hit it again, but on the edge. Sweet. That's perfect. Hit it. And that's the finish point. Alright guys, so I think we've made this level, I reckon this is enough to make it difficult enough and stuff. So starts off, you just go ahead, so you know this part, we just go ahead, jump on tires, jump on that, keep your momentum on this jump to make it to there, then to there, do a strafe jump to this one, gotta land dead on the corner of this one, otherwise you'll slide off, like that. And then you got to jump to there, line yourself up, go for the final jump. Yeah, sometimes you get stuck, so you do have to watch that. It's if you go like too much to the right that you get stuck on that jump. So you got to make sure you sort of stick to there, and then you can make that. And then here, you got to get that perfect bounce pad, but I'm a bot. You got to get a perfect bounce pad. Make it like dead on the edge. That I don't think that was far enough. Yeah, see, like even that close to the edge isn't enough. You need to get super close. That might be enough. Nope, still not. So yeah, this is good. This is what I want. I want something hard, you know. So yep, that should make it. And then yep, you'll bounce up, but that's not enough. You gotta go ahead, bounce back down. This one will bounce you all the way up. Then you got to bounce on the edge like that. And then you got to go for it, just reach it. then you get to here, you gotta line yourself up to hit the edge again, go for this one, hit the edge, and then you can make it. Oh, can you make that fully actually? I never thought of that. Because originally I didn't think you could actually make that fully. Do remember guys, when this comes out, I'm not too sure, you guys let me know if you've made it this far in the video, what you guys want to see. Do you guys want, like, you know, I think instead of having the top 3 times on my Deathrun, I think I should only do the top 1. And the reason for that is honestly, I don't think there will be 3 people who are going to be dedicated enough to this, who will grind it, like, out hard. I genuinely don't think anyone's going to go ahead and do that. And so because of that reason, I think I'm going to go ahead and just make it the top time. But you guys let me know if you guys think, like, you know, a lot of people will speedrun this, but I doubt it because of how hard it is. Like, it's going to be really time consuming to try and speedrun this, so I don't know. But you guys let me know, and then I'm going to have a $10 prize most likely for anyone who picks up the sword in the secret room. It may or may not be there where you can see this glow. And then, what else? I think I'm also going to have a either $10 or $20 prize for the first person to complete it. Because obviously, unlike, you know, a simple death run, like, you know, this one I'd say is going to take many hours for someone to complete. So I think having a prize for just the first person to complete it is probably a smart idea. By the way, you can't just, in case you don't know, if you do want to speedrun this or anything like that, you can't just, like, you know, go ahead and claim you've done it. You do need a video and stuff like that, and I'll have a hashtag set up. But I'll also probably make it so that if you get a time to probably DM me on Twitter, I'd say I'll do it through Twitter, not Instagram, because Instagram I get a decent amount of DMs compared to Twitter. But yeah, so this has been the death run, guys. We're gonna be making the final level off recording and off stream. It's probably, I'd say maybe 2 days after uploading this, I'll probably would have finished, but it might be 3 or 4 days before I have an official video out. So I'll probably just have an official video showcase of it, just me quickly going through the levels, what you have to do, and also like a nice proper edited video on it in the same video. And then I think I'll also have another video on like rules and stuff like that. Or I could just jam that. No, I could probably jam that into the same video. Although I might also come out with a tutorial on how to do every single level. Except probably the final one if I was to do that. But yeah, we'll see, guys. So, anyways, thanks for watching the video, especially if you made it this far into it. And I'll see you in the next one.